Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to go over Jasmy. So Jasmy right now is trading at 0.03024. Taking a look on the weekly time frame, like in the last couple of days following Jasmy, completely changed here. We are in a strong upward bullish momentum here for Jasmy. We've been making positive gains in the MACD indicator. We're measuring strength here in the momentum, and we're seeing that it is a long-term positive gains here for Jasmy. We are continuing the positive momentum in the bullish trend itself. As we can see, these histograms are getting bigger by day. Now, going into the RSI here, we see the RSI quite high at 71%. Previously, in the last 5 minutes, it went from 70% to 71%. So we're seeing a lot of gains here for the momentum. This is considered as overbought here, but as Jasmy's momentum and the volume kind of gain traction, this may not be the stop for Jasmy, and this may be just the start for this long-term bullish trend itself. Now, going into the weekly or the daily time frame here, we have been following a very strong uptrend with a rising channel. We can see that the price action is heading towards 127% of our fib chart. I have the 100% here on the Saturday, November 23rd. I am going to move it up to here just so we can see the next projection itself. And if the uptrend strongly continues here on the daily time frame, we could be shooting up for 0.0365. So that would be our next pivotal. That would be our next action here. This would be our aggressive approach to come up and retest the area of resistance where we see this high wick at for today's candlestick at 0.0322. Now, again, when we take a look at the RSI here, we can see that we are considered as overbought at 80%. So in a natural overbought territory, natural thing we're going to see is that the price comes down and does a nice correction on the downside. So long as we're staying above the 78% at 0.0286, we're going to have that strong bounce and retest this high wick that we saw previously today. Going into the MACD indicator, like our weekly time frame, we see the MACD indicator line very strong here above our zero signal line, and these histograms are still going very strong here in terms of the momentum. In terms of volume, going into this candle, we have seen a surge of the volume as well. So we're seeing a lot of participants coming in, but again, natural pullback is going to happen in smaller time frames, which takes us to zooming into the 4-hour time frame. So going into the 4-hour time frame, we can see that Jasmy's respectfully going in an upward slope, hitting up to an area of resistance, coming down to an area of support. So long, again, we do stay above the 0.0296, we are going to strongly come up and retest this area of resistance at 0.0326. What we have seen in the last 4-hour time frame is a slight consolidation, hitting resistance roughly around 0.03148, and then coming down to an area of support at 0.02894. So the price may come down to support, resistance, support until initially breaking through the resistance or breaking through the support itself. Now, we do have this support as our trend line, angling upwards as a first line of support, but also our secondary support is going to be our 20 moving average. And if we take a look closer to this early days of the breakout in a 4-hour time frame for Jasmy, we have noticed that the 20 moving average was treated as a initial support itself. So it's very crucial. If we do come down, we've got our trend line and we've got the backup as a secondary 20 moving average. Now, another factor as well, what we can see is the RSI here. There's still some wiggle room to be considered as bullish. We have the RSI listed as the 60%. So it could have shown us a slight cool off on the bullish uptrend, possibly going into that consolidation that we did see in the 4-hour time frame. But there is potential for the RSI and the price to continue to come up. At 60%, it is very neutral here. not overbought, not oversold, but I do have faith that the price is going to come up and retest this area of resistance that we did discuss at 0.031. Now, in terms of the momentum, we can see the momentum is still cooling off here. Of course, at the high here that we have seen on the daily time frame, we are going to see that natural sell-off as profit takers are taking profit at the high here, and we're going to see some selling action. We can almost anticipate that it is kind of neutral in terms of the bulls versus the bears in regards to this consolidation, where we're going to see the price kind of zigzag through support and then resistance itself. So overall, again, we are seeing positive gains for Jasmy in this uptrend here, so long as the levels are being heavily supported on the 4-hour time frame, and we're seeing support in the daily time frame above our 78%, then the price itself may come up and retest this all-time high. Not retest, but at least come up and retest the resistance of today's candle at 0.032. We just need a little bit more push in terms of the volume and see if the bulls are aggressively going to retest that resistance. But let's kind of take a look on how the next couple of hours unfolds. Go ahead and shoot a comment down here. It is very strong, or it is very important that we do boost the Jasmy community to show and basically spread the word about Jasmy in hopes this project does go for the moon. Thank you guys so much for your support, your love, your comments, anything that you guys shoot my way. Thank you guys so much. Again, you know who you are, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.